This, I forgot the name of the company who made it. One second. This is the Diamond Selects Back to the Future DeLorean Special Edition. Now, what makes this version special is this is the version that comes right out of comes right out of time. It's frozen. It's made to look frozen. It's honestly some crappy paint that's put on there, but I think it looks okay. So this DeLorean's pretty cool. Obviously, it looks pretty much one-to-one with the movie replica, or the movie. Unfortunately, all DMC branding has been removed, probably for copyright reasons, which is total crap in my opinion, because it is the Back to the Future DeLorean. It should have the DeLorean logos and stuff on it. This one does not. But it does have this cool feature where you pull this back and it can go into flight mode, which I think is hands down the coolest feature of any DeLorean model that I've owned. All of them are either stationary or you have to move the wheels up individually and bam. Awesome. However, this makes the wheels look kind of go down a little bit, but that's fine with me. It's not a huge retractor. And then on the back, this is obviously the one from Back to the Future 2 because of the license plate that's so reflective that's reflecting the light from the camera back into the shot. And so that's the detail in the back of it. And inside, it also has a fair amount of detail. You can see the time circuit adjuster, and then it has the little time circuits on the inside. It's kind of hard to see, but they actually have all the detail in there. Here's a better look at that, so you can see all the little detail in there, and it's got all that. And then on the back, it does have the flux capacitor back there. It's mostly painted, but not completely. And then it also has the hood can come up, and like a real DeLorean, it doesn't have the engine. And then that's where you put the batteries. And this is also where one of my figure's accessories was that I couldn't find. And it has the try me mode off and play. Right now it's on try me mode. And honestly, the reason I keep it in try me mode is because it does this effectively. And I don't need anything else. Also some pretty nice detail on the Mr. Fusion. If my camera's focus ever decide to function properly. There we go. It's kind of hard to read, but it does say Mr. Fusion on it. And it goes right back on the DeLorean, like so. And here's the undercarriage details. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how accurate this is to an actual DeLorean, but this is pretty accurate to the movie, I believe. And so, yeah, this is the little lever. Funny fact about this, it's really hard to tell, but this is actually scratched up from the time I put this on a treadmill and made it look like it was driving. Fun times, fun times. And let's switch it on to play so I can show you guys the rest of the sound effects. So it's got the flux capacitor in there. And then you got the lights. Oh, and then the lights in here light up. Pretty cool. Time circuits turn on. And you see the flux capacitor fluxing. I do think it's a little strange that there's only one light in there and there's not two. It really does make it look weird. And the light's not like in one of the slots or one of the little squares. It's actually in the middle and it looks really strange. It's hard to tell on camera, but in person, like, see what I mean? The light's in the middle, or a little bit off to the side, and it just looks funky. So, that's it. This is the sound effect of it dying. It's even got backlights, which is pretty cool. And I think there's a handful more sound effects. And that's pretty much about it. That's the Diamond Selects Back to the Future DeLorean. Now, when it comes to DeLorean models and stuff, this has got to be one of my favorites. More for sentimental reasons over actual quality of vehicle, or quality of figure, or quality of... Yeah, the quality of model. I actually prefer the smaller DeLorean that I have. That's... Actually, I have it. One second. Yeah, I prefer this little DeLorean. As you can see, this thing is packed full of even more detail, because it's not the frozen one. Actually, the license plate it came with was actually the wrong color. Luckily, one of my model DeLoreans came with a corrected colored license plate. The original one was yellow and looked stupid. And as you can see, the lights, yeah, they look a little weird, but it's got the DMC logo on it, and then you have the word DeLorean on the back of it. And this, to me, just looks a little more accurate. Yeah, there's less details on the inside of the car. Obviously, the flexi patches are not painted in. But it's got the detail that counts. It's got the details that matter in it. And this is from Back to the Future Part 1, so it has the... something in my mouth. The plutonium thing and the little electricity rod that I've removed and since have unfortunately destroyed. But anyways... This is a way better model. It's got more realistic detailing on the back of it, and it's actually branded with the DeLorean, and I already mentioned it was branded by the DeLorean logo. And it's also got the universal thing. It's a 1/24 scale. And yes, it is a lot smaller, but if both of these cars were the same size, which one would you prefer owning? And I honestly prefer this one. Yes, the electronics are cool here, but this is just overall a better model. I have a lot of sympathy, and I have a lot of personal connection with this one. It was something both my grandparents gave to me together, but this was about $20, this is about $50, and if I'm going to get one, I'm going to get this one. But I have both. And I would suggest anybody actually just pick this one up. As cool as this is, I would just recommend this one if you want a reasonable priced, really nice looking model DeLorean with the logos. I know that's like a small detail, but it is a very important one because it's the Back to the Future DeLorean. It should have the DeLorean logo on it. But it's got nice sound. That makes up for it, right? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, happy Back to the Future 35th anniversary. And, yeah, this is, the date that this will be uploading is Wednesday, October 21st, 2020. 5 years after the actual date from the movie. And I can easily say the films have definitely held up, even if the date's wrong. They didn't get a whole lot of things right, I guess I should say. But that wasn't the point. The point was making some awesome movies, and I'm honored. It's nice to have both of these DeLoreans. And speaking of DeLoreans, I've actually seen the movie-used DeLorean for Back to the Future 1. I've got an image right there on screen. And that was an awesome moment of seeing a famous piece of movie history intact with all the lights and stuff. Very awesome. Anyways, guys, this is Dinosaur 2264. I've been going on too long. Happy Back to the Future Day, guys. Peace.